Like today's topic is domain name system. So basically, the domain name system is a phone book of your internet. Just like the contact number we store in our phone, like if you are storing my number, then my name and it is saved with my number, whatever my number. Okay, the same way on the internet we know English language pretty much. We are able to read the domain name. What are the facebook.com? What are the uh, instagram.com? Okay, we are searching through that thing. But what if they will provide only the IP address? Okay, suppose Facebook's IP is something like that. Okay, and they will only provide the IP address instead of your name. Then rather you are able to remember those IP address, or it is easy to remember the name. Okay, so basically human tendency is to remember the language. Okay, the domain name system, like we only know the facebook.com. Okay, suppose you can see here we are searching through Facebook, let's say Thinkcloud. So this is the way we are surfing or doing anything. Okay, here you can see also the same page will be work. So in the backend, every server, any system, any network device, they only work on the IP address. They doesn't know about the domain name itself. Okay, so the this is called the domain name. Whatever we are typing, so this is called the domain name. Okay, so Thinkcloudly is one domain name. Okay, so they doesn't understand the English language. They only understand the binary 0 and 1. So that's why on the back end everything is work on the IP address. You can see from typing thinkloudly.com we are getting the same page, and from typing the IP address we are getting
Hmm.
the same. Okay, so that's the mechanism of the DNS. Okay, the same way in internet everywhere your domain name. Okay, you can see here the entry DNS, domain name server. So or organization who's working on mainly on the internet, they are purchasing the DNS server. Okay, so what happened? First, whatever you type zomato.com, it will goes to your DNS server, and pack if there is any entry that are available, it will return the IP address of the particular site. You can see in the return it is showing the IP address. After that, it will goes to your switch, proxy, firewall, router, everything. Okay, whatever the device you have implemented, whatever the internet, whatever the path you have defined, in that particular path, it will go. Understood? Okay, so this is a domain name. So here, how they will store the data? So they will assign the same way, like in our phone. If you are sharing my number, then my number and my name, Harshal Shah, and the my contact number. Same way, it will assign this domain to this particular IP 44.217.130.105. Okay, so everyone in the internet, if they want to access, they will in the back end, they will request, or the backend server will work on the IP address only. That's a thing. That's why we are using the DNS, domain name system. Okay, so this is the thing. Okay, so back to the topic. If human access information online through the domain name, like this is the domain name. Okay, this is the website, or this is the website. The web browser interacts through the IP address only. As I mentioned, in the backend, the everything will be passed through the IP address that is stored for the particular domain. Whatever the domain you are looking for, any domains right now is mapped with the particular one IP address. Okay. Then your DNS translate your domain name to IP address so browser can load the internet resources. The translation of your DNS to IP address and IP address to DNS will be done through your DNS server. Okay, domain name system. Got it? Okay, just let me give you the example. Okay, so here is the mechanism. Okay, uh, just- okay. So this is how the DNS server or anything uh, in the day-to-day life. Okay, suppose this is you, this is the user. Okay, I am searching manageengine.com on the browser. Okay, so first it will goes to your DNS resolver. Okay, basically. So first it will goes to your browser. This is your browser. You type manageengine.com. Okay, then it will pass to your DNS server. In the DNS server, the first step will be your DNS resolver. Okay, so basically you can imagine this is a librarian. Okay, librarian, eh, and uh, so you are searching any book on the library. So what will do? First, you will ask the particular librarian where it is. Okay, on the library itself. Then this is your DNS resolver. It acts as a librarian. Okay, so it will then guide you that particular section. Like you are searching psychology of money. Okay, book. So you will tell instead of manage engine the psychology of money, so it will goes to your librarian, and librarian will go the rack number 3 or anything rack number, and just above in the we can say personal growth department. Okay, personal growth rack. In that you will find the psychology of money. The same way DNS resolver will forward those requests to top level domain, or we can say root server. Okay, so root server, or it will provide you the top level domain. So whatever .com, .in, .io, then .au, .edu, all type of things we can call top level domain. Okay, whatever behind this thing. Okay, whatever after the main things. Think loudly after .com is called the top level domain. Okay, so it will first goes to root server, then it will provide you the top level domain, name server of the top level domain. So if you type .in anything, so it will provide the things related to top level domain. Okay, and it will get back to root DNS resolver. Then it will provide you the things, we can say, share to the top level domain server, and it will return the main domain, like think loudly. Okay, think loudly, it's your main domain. It will return your name server of the manage engine. I am searching manage engine, that's why. Okay, then after it will combine to authoritative DNS server. So it will provide finally your IP address. So it will merge your top level domain and the domain name. Okay, and if they have the entry of both of these, okay, it will provide the IP address to DNS resolver, and then this DNS resolver will provide the IP address. After that, the user will able to see the things. Okay, the backend, the whatever the manage engine, whatever the think loudly I type, it will provide the content after that. So this is the whole process. So it will involve, first will be your DNS resolver, then your root server, then your top level domain server, and the manage engine author. So right now it is manage engine, not. If you purchase your own, then your server DNS server. Okay, so right now we are on the manage engine block, so that's why. Otherwise, it is authoritative DNS server. The DNS server will provide the data for both manage engine and the .com. Okay, so any doubt here? Okay. So basically, you know that what is a DNS, correct? What is a primary user? Okay. So basically, DNS is primary use for host name to IP resolution or IP to host name resolution. Okay. So basically, it is not a centralized; it is a distributed environment. So here, first will be your root domain, then your top level domain, and your second level domain. Three parts will be there on the any type of domain. Okay, so first will be your root domain, that will be a dot or everything. Okay, then your top level domain. Top level domain means your edu, .gov, .com, .net, .in, .au, .ca, any type of that will we will call the top level domain. Then after second level domain, which is your google.com, Google, it will your second level domain. Facebook, it will your second level domain. Thinkcloudly, it will your second level domain. Okay. So if we just go to Thinkcloudly, so your top level will be your com and your second level will be your Thinkcloudly. This is understood? Any doubt here? What is second level and the top level domain?
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you.
Okay. Now your DNS will work on the basis of step by step. First, it will identify your .com, whether it is .com, .in, or .eu. Okay, so this is first identify. Then it will identify your Think Cloudly. Okay, so then after it will find the IP address particular related to this Think Cloudly. Same thing will be happen here. Okay, so this is your four part. If we will just, I will explain. This is the thing. Okay. Okay. So here, what is a domain.com? Okay. This is your name server. This is the DNS server, first step, resolving name server. Okay. Then your IP address like thinkcloudly.com will pass through the root name server. It will provide you your top level domain. First, it will provide you the information about .com, .net, anything. Okay, anything after your second level domain, like after Think Loudly, whatever you have, it will your part of this top level domain name server. Okay, then it will we provide the authoritative name server, so DNS hosting provider, and if they have records, so here your second level domain server will be part here. Okay, and the third part will be your DNS record. If the authoritative DNS server have the records of particular your domain, so it will provide you the IP address of the thing. So same thing will be happen here. First it will goes to your DNS resolver or DNS server. Okay, in that type, this is the first part. Okay, then it will first check what is the top level domain, whether it is .com, .in, .au. If it will identify, then it will return back the request to the name server that we have identified. This is the .com. Okay. Then DNS server will find the second level domain. Okay. So here is the thing, manage engine. So if we are using Think Loudly, then it will the Think Loudly. Okay. So it will return the name server of Think Loudly. Then after it will return again back to the DNS resolver and then it will provide the manage engine. Okay, it will combine both things and check on the server if they have any records of the particular this whole URL like www.manageengine.com. If they have, then your authoritative DNS server will provide the IP address to DNS resolver. This is the IP basically resolved by the DNS server, and it will goes back or served by the user on the browser itself.
Thank you for watching. Switch from non-IT to IT today. Explore www.thinkcloudly.com.